spots. I'm behind because of both the
Choral
Festival and
Festival.
all the lightning. Every time I'm about ready to go over, the public is going stow home and
Well,
get
actually,
into the basement and sit in the center.
somebody I know, he was filming this black cloud, and then he got tired of filming, so he put it down, and this spray of lightning, like lightning was about, he was about to get struck, and he was just accidentally recording. He would just happen to be at the right place, the right time, you know? Yeah. So there's something about you don't want to get struck by lightning.
We've been in an El Nino year. So I grow shallots every year, so this is a bed of shallots.
Oh, good. That's awesome. Wow.
And I eat them all. I still have a few left from last summer.
Yeah, shallots are great.
And that's garlic.
Mhm.
It's going to be ready pretty quick because it's dying. You know, if this one is, they're plopping over.
Okay.
God, this isn't me. Please. Of course, everything's sprouting, but
You got your brassicas going on there.
yeah.
Some dill.
Yeah, it just comes up every year, and I
Oh,
let
it's a
some grow.
volunteer.
It's volunteer.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing. So, just to how do you get? We can go out there too. Let me see here. This is purslane.
Yeah.
You know purslane?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're good at this. So, say, you know, I certainly want to be careful what I put in there. We know we have a major spot here, and these are probably related. I go in. There is a
Taproot.
yeah, but there's also rhizomes, and commonly. So I will see there. I will go in and just play with it. The dirt, even get down in there. Can go pretty deep, and sometimes you'll get you can find side ones. Anything you think is maybe a rhizome, get out. And sometimes you'll find this sort of knot on base of this, and rhizomes are taking off of that.
Right, like a hub.
And so, well, we've had people that stayed volunteer. Of course, Bruce, the guy along the fence, and I are the last remaining co-founders.
Where do people move to?
Well, people just come and go. Some of them just
right, yeah.
People come and go.
They're just tired.
They come in and they think it's just wonderful, and young couples, they're hugging each other, and what a wonderful thing it's going to be to garden, and then never see them again.
Right. Well, it's a lot of work. Gardening
is work.
It's not a, yeah. Oh, this is a volunteer kale, right?
No, that was planted.
Oh, that was planted?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
These people haven't kept up either. I can't complain. But another bed starts here, and they turned it into a wide, but it's a full plot.
Oh,
I like raised beds, and so I have a row down the center. These are about 4.5 wide and 15 long.
So it's 8 feet. So they just planted down the edges? Kind of?
Yeah, they did. They're complete rookies, and they just sort of randomly stuck stuff in the ground.
Yeah, good to know. Yeah, at least you got to start somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. That's normal. Let me get my water before I lose it. Okay. Our composting system.
Yeah. Squash loves to grow in a compost.
Yeah.
It's always like,
well.
Yeah.
And we did have some potatoes growing. But, you know, even a couple of people in the neighborhood will drop stuff in. And then it gets turned first time into here.
Nice.
Second time, third time in finished compost.
Yeah, that looks pretty awesome.
So that's the system. And even when you dig out of there, you screen and get you know, people throw peach bits in, which never do.
What? I didn't know
And
that.
rocks. And
Oh, yeah, yeah.
unless you get a really hot, that's not a hot compost.
Yeah.
Unless you got a source of horse manure.
Right, chicken manure, yeah.
Which she doesn't. I lost the name already. She's a woman that lived there originally. Did have. And, we get out of
So are these asters?
these are. They're closely related to asters. This is. Did I bring my books? Yes, I did. I could get them if I spacing out.
Not a bachelor button, is it?
No.
Yeah.
No, bachelor buttons we don't want. Yeah.
Okay.
These are all native, except for the quackgrass and vines and bindweed, which is what I need.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is a native. This is a
That's awesome.
smooth Erigeron. It's genus Erigeron. Smooth. It's not in the aster genus. There are 3 genera. You're talking to a botanist. This is going to come out in the.
Oh, that's okay.
And
yeah.
that actually, like in one of the books I have in the car. I'm going to get it.
Okay.
And they're keyed out together because they're so closely related.
Huh.
The differences.
And this isn't jasmine, is it?
No, this is clematis.
Oh, wait, no, this guy? This guy?
Yes.
That's clematis?
It is a clematis. It's the native, one of the 2 native clematis.
Oh, wow.
If you take one flower, which requires my dollar store glasses, well, it's pretty advanced. These are mostly stamens. There are the petals
the leaves,
are dropping.
petals, yeah.
Yeah, there's 4 petals. There we are.
So interesting.
There's 4 petals.
Huh. Wow, that's the tiniest clematis ever.
Yeah,
That's
well,
cool.
this is wild. You know, I
Right,
can show
right.
you the other wild clematis she has over here.
Yeah, I've just seen the big clematis, you know.
Those are ornamental.
Right, that's interesting.
With me as native plants.
Right.
Communal beds.
Right. Oh, communal.
Communal. Where's it?
So what does communal mean?
Anybody, we all try to take care of it, and
Water
anybody
it.
from the garden weed it. Anybody
Oh,
from the garden
cool.
can take from it.
Cool.
And
So that's a clematis?
yes.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah,
I
a lot of
didn't
clematis
realize.
do this. See, they'll get
It's
this
so
so
funny. The safari, yeah.
they float away. You know, like a dandelion.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I can't find a flower.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful blue flower.
Yeah,
that
I've
just
seen them around, yeah.
hangs. Okay,
I
that's
see.
the other wild clematis.
Ah.
At least it's close enough.
And that's a butterfly bush, right? This guy?
I don't know.
I think so. I think.
I don't know the ornamentals very well.
That's funny. That's cool. Do you do the native plant garden at by the river too?
No.
Oh,
I've been in it a lot.
yeah. 'Cause
And I know who. That is John Pierce's project, and he was my TA when I was in college and taking how to identify flowering plants class.
Okay. All right. Because he yeah, I went and did some native plant weeding there.
Yes,
So,
you
yeah.
would welcome it.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. It was like Mondays.
Yeah. So, the whole idea of having, we have native plants at other gardens, at some of the newer gardens too. Okay, that's somebody, that I think is this person's
Raised bed.
bed. Yeah, that's just an extension, but the rest of them. Okay, so coming
So how do you feel about clover?
clover. Anything that looks like a clover is a weed.
Okay.
This is a hybrid clover. You know, it's grown for hay, and you used to be put in lawn mixtures. I don't know my clovers apart. There are some native clovers, but I never planted any, and it isn't worth trying to keep them apart.
Okay.
So anything that looks like a clover, pull out. We'll find some more. Let's get back to
Bindweed.
smooth
Oh.
tansy. This is a native. Okay.
So it's a
That's what
tansy.
these guys are. I'll go get my book again.
Okay.
This is blanket flower, which
Ah.
I'm trying hard. I have beautiful blanket flowers, and the old caretaker with Garden City came in with his buzzsaw, ripped them.
Wow.
And so I'm still, these are nice ones.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they.
This is more like the original ones I had, and I had them over there. We'll get to it. Let me see
Okay.
the book.
Sure.
Books. These are well used. I carry them in my day pack for years in the field.
So this is Plants of the Rocky Mountains. Okay.
Yes. This has some semi-technical keys in it, and this has good picture keys, flower keys arranged by color and shape and stuff like that. So, Origeron. I don't know a lot of the common names of plants, because when I worked in the woods, which I haven't done for several summers now, Origeron speciosus, here it is, 256. Obviously what I had to know was the scientific name.
Okay.
And I had to copy that down. So, fleabane, that's what I couldn't come up with.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Wow,
So
that's
instead of being,
cool.
it's in the aster family, of course,
Yeah.
which is the sunflower family.
Oh. So it repels fleas. Possibly.
I don't know.
If it's called fleabane, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm more of the common. I don't know the botanical name so much, but.
Yeah. Well, you learn things like that.
Right.
Because, even in the common names.
Right. They tell you.
The roots of the words can tell you a lot about the plant.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so that's smooth fleabane.
Okay.
It's cool. I think this guy does do that. And
well, let's keep so in terms of weeding, so it'll be the edges of the apparent weeds, which is the bindweed, the clover, the dandelions.
Here.
Is that?
That is technically in the alfalfa genus. Right, it's not field alfalfa.
Ah, okay.
Notice, the difference between the alfalfa genus is, see how the middle leaflet has a stem?
Okay.
Clovers don't have them.
Oh, okay.
And they're separated in different genera.
Okay.
And also the head, you can see, is elongate.
Okay.
Versus a sphere.
Okay.
We had you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, wherever that clover went here. They're almost a perfect sphere, whereas clovers are elongate. Now you can find, even in here, the agricultural alfalfa. It's similar, it's just bigger.
All right. All right. So
larger leaflets, and they're more oblong. They're longer than.
Huh.
And it has a blue flower and a larger flower head.
Okay. All right. And so the perimeter. So it seems like the native plant.
Start here.
Okay, starts there.
And this is part of it. If this, which we will see.
Okay.
If this is coming out of the ground or on the ground.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Of course, you got your dandelions.
Okay. How do you feel about dandelions?
Out.
Okay.
They're weeds. Yeah, they're not native.
Okay.
They're weeds. So the whole point is native.
Okay.
Of course, you want to get the taproot out, and I always use a dandelion digger, except that time. So left a tip even, and they can sprout back from that.
Right.
There are several species of dandelion. Dandelions literally were brought by the colonists from Europe as a green. This dandelions are edible.
Yeah, right. I know, yeah.
And they're very nutritious, and so it'd be a spring tonic. These would be the first things up in the spring.
Right. It's a good point.
And they would go out. It's a garden plant. It's a garden vegetable.
Oh.
And then escaped. And there's 3 species, but these tend to be red with the outer tips turned down.
Okay.
Another species, they turn up. And a third species, they're very small around the
Okay.
That's my.
And so when you're saying like so I'll look at where the things are growing out of the ground, and I'll just get whatever.
Yeah. And you see that.
I'll start with the obvious ones. Like I know bindweed.
You gotta find your way in there.
Right.
Now you see this is the clematis, but I don't want it on the ground.
Oh, okay.
So, and I don't want it sprouting out of the ground.
I see.
So I'm going to take this back, and I can see, and it's best to cut back to a node.
Right.
If you cut it here, this is just going to die.
Right.
And be a stick that you'll
Yeah.
cut yourself with.
I know some landscaping too.
Good,
Yeah.
good. God, we like you.
Well, you know, people in Oregon, we learn stuff. Like, I mean, I'm from New York, but I lived in Oregon. There's tons of landscaping in Oregon.
Yeah. So plus they want to repair this fence, so I'm going to get rid of a lot of this. You know, you can always cut a little more off.
Right. It's a happy plant. It's not gonna...
Yeah, it's tough to kill.
Right.
If you see it, you will. And I'll just come here and do what you want, do what you can, and recognize what you're saying about.
Well, I just walk around Missoula and I'm like, oh my gosh, that needs to be weeded. Oh my gosh, that needs to be.
You got plenty over here.
Yeah.
As I expressed in my emails.
Well, yeah, just plant gardens, and it all needs a lot of work.
I can't keep up with it.
Yeah.
I planted too much, you know, but I love it, and everybody in the neighborhood loves it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, what the hell are you? You're not normal. That looks like a veg, that oric.
Oh,
that's
really?
in the garden.
Oric? That's, oh, yeah, the leaves, yeah, that does look like that.
So
like
some leaves seed got away.
Right, volunteer.
So it's not native.
Okay.
It goes.
So it's basically then your natives are very simple then. It's just basically whatever is the...
I do have native grasses.
Oh, okay.
And which we'll get into more over there, and I can see immediately this is Kentucky bluegrass, which is your standard lawn grass.
Yeah, but that's not native?
No.
Right. Yeah.
Notice the front tip of it looks like the front end of a boat.
Okay.
You see that? You're in the genus Boa, bluegrasses. There's 3 of them in here.
Okay.
And also, Kentucky bluegrass has a waxy feel and that deep green, you know, rich green color.
Okay. And you said the tip looks like a boat?
Front end of a canoe, say.
Oh,
I can get you a better one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert on canoes. I grew up in New York.
Okay,
so
any boat looks
okay.
like that, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
I mean, yeah. To a maritime person, maybe they'd be like, yeah. But boats aren't the first thing I'd compare something like that to.
So,
just gotta get some background there. Okay. Yeah.
you see it? I mean, it literally looks like that.
Okay, yeah.
You know, like the point end of the boat.
The bow or
whatever.
whatever.
The bow. I think you're right. Yeah. And you see that? You know, you're in the genus Poa. There are no native Poas. There are 3 nasty weeds, and so a lot of this that we're seeing, especially coming in from here.
Okay.
Now,
is not native.
That common.
Yeah.
It's an ornamental. It's used for front lawns.
Okay.
That's your standard front lawn grass.
Okay.
It escapes.
Yeah.
Now this this common name is black medic.
Huh.
And this is the alfalfa I showed you. I went with the genus name.
Okay.
Or actually it's Metagygo. I went with discussing the genus.
Okay.
This is called black medic. It is now used in lawn mixtures instead of the big clovers because the leaves are smaller, and it's also a legume, so it'll put nitrogen in the soil.
Yeah.
And but it escapes, and it just loves gardens. We have to weed it off our beds constantly.
Okay.
So as I say, anything It looks like a dandelion.
Okay.
There's
Or
some other
alfalfa.
genera too, which occasionally happen, but those are the big two, just clovers and
Clover.
this black medic.
Okay.
Okay. This is a
Is that a poppy?
that's an iris.
Oh, iris. Okay.
These, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the. I'm letting it go to seed so I can get the seed
Yeah. Okay.
and spread it around because it's a Rocky Mountain iris, and it is a native iris, and that's much of what this is in through here. Is with other stuff mixed in, of course. This is a starry Solomon seal, Smilacina stellata.
Yeah, that needs some help. It's drowning.
It's all right. That's what. Yeah, it needs all the weeds out.
Right, right. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that. What the hell is that? There is a violet in here. I think that's it. Yeah. These are Canadian violets. They have white flowers, but they look like violets, except for the miniature, and it's native. Consciously put in here.
Okay.
And that's the bulk of what's in here. You have your flea veins. There are there is a camas in here or two.
Oh wow. Those are kind of short, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're another lily family. No, that's iris family, but the Smilacina is in the lily family. So where did it go? I notice that's Smilacina. That is starry Solomon seal. Yeah, those are the Canadian violets. Seems to be. I have one down here somewhere. We would have parallel veins like all monocots do. You know the difference between monocots and dicots.
No, I'm not up on.
Right. I think I have one over here too, but I can leave blanket flower in behind and actually protect them and try not to kill them. Now, when you do this, you're going to kill something sooner or later. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Like me putting
You know,
the chair
try
on
your
the
best.
thing. Yeah.
I do it.
Yeah.
Here, I can get you a picture of it. What was I just saying? Camas. Yeah, there is some camas in here.
I know what camas.
Look, basically looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another important food in Native Americans. In fact, the Salish used to camp out at the fairgrounds and harvest it, and also bitterroots. There's stuff in here, and actually anything that's not a bitterroot I don't really want in here.
Okay.
They're remissing now, so you got to be very careful. There are actually bitterroot plants in here. The leaves will go away.
So that empty space is basically where the bitterroot.
Yeah, and, you know, I have maybe a dozen
bulbs.
plants in here.
Okay.
But these really shouldn't be in here. Yeah, their leaves have gone away now. They've gone dormant. There's one right there. That's the remnant of one after it's dropped its leaves.
Okay.
And there must be more around. And
is that one on? Right there.
yes, there's a flower. Good for you. Trying to.
So this is a dandelion. Can we remove
Yep.
that dandelion?
Yes, yes. Remove any dandelions.
Yeah.
That's the, you know, the remnants of a flower, right? So this whole thing here is a bitterroot.
Okay.
Right? And they're just scattered around. They're expensive to buy.
Okay.
And a couple have died over the years.
Yeah.
They were one of the first, probably the first thing I put in. So this is like this is this is the Bitterroot patch.
Okay.
You know,
Do you have a map that you have?
like I said in my last email, we do have a map.
Oh.
I can give you a copy of the map, yeah. But it's not finished.
Oh.
And we really want to have finished maps and finished picture guide and a book.
Yeah, very ambitious.
And if you can, yeah,
Yeah.
it's been talked about for years.
Yeah.
If you could help us with that.
I mean, I'm more just, I just want to read a little bit. Like
Well, if you're going to take all these pictures,
well, I'm just doing a
we could
film.
give them to Janine. Have you met Janine?
I can upload. No, I'm not sure. I mean, I've talked to a couple people that were just watering here, but I don't remember names.
See.
Yeah.
Janine is in the leadership committee, which I am too, being the mentor. But she's a garden leader. There's 2 leaders. I've stepped on it many times.
Sitting on the tools. Yeah, yeah.
And she's she was an adjunct professor of English at the university, so she's the chief communicator, the arranger of potlucks, and,
Oh, that's cool.
it's also their job to, if people are ignoring their plot, not weeding. Like, I better get busy before I get
Right.
She's
Yeah.
the person, and then there's a second woman who's relatively new.
Yeah.
Got in.
I mean, I'm planning on moving in like 6 months or something, so I'm not doing a major career thing, but yeah. But I'm glad for the opportunity to participate in a community garden.
Got the summer to go.
Yeah. Yeah. And you need some weeding.
We need some
Right.
weeding. Let's,
Yeah. So that camas, this is the priority. This is the number one thing to just take good care of. Like,
this is iris.
yeah.
And anything that these can stay.
Yeah.
See, here is the clematis coming out of the ground.
Okay.
Right? It's sprouted from seed.
Okay.
Right? We don't want that in there. It's going to have a bit of a taproot. I would go in. I'm glad I found this. Doesn't belong there. Now, again, iris are pretty tough with those thick rhizomes.
So you're just getting that new clematis sprout out there.
Yeah, it's pretty well established. I just want it out. I want the roots out so it doesn't come back from them as much as I can without killing all the natives. This.
Yeah, that's a grass.
That is the dreaded quackgrass.
Okay, yeah.
That's rhizominous,
Mm-hmm.
as is Kentucky bluegrass, and there's some more of it.
Yeah.
And this is your primary grass that you're dealing with. It has rhizomes. Where'd it go? I lost my digging tool.
Seems like it's down
It's
there.
right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Okay.
So be careful, and you can always water first.
Yeah.
Water turns on over there.
Okay.
It's got that D valve. You just lift it up. And it's always
actually,
best to water first.
Could you show me how that works actually? Just,
Yes, I will.
yeah.
There's a rhizome shooting
Yeah.
off.
Mhm.
You'll see these in lines. They'll be popping up in lines.
Yeah.
So
Like culprit.
a rhizome is not a root, it's a stem. It's just like a strawberry runner.
Okay.
It'll go out and when
Right.
at the node, stems have nodes, right?
I see.
Where it lands there, roots will sprout out and a new plant will grow.
Oh.
If you look carefully at the rhizome, my glasses aren't on. Looks like maybe there's a node there.
Okay.
And there you can better see a node right there.
Okay.
And roots can sprout and a new plant can come up.
Mm.
And so often you'll see rhizomatous plants in lines,
Mhm.
like right there.
Right. There they go.
That's quackgrass.
Mhm.
This is the number one weedy grass.
The wanted, on the wanted list of the yeah. But can you show me how the pump or the faucet? Because sometimes I don't figure things out and.
So you want to make